All right, Ryan, number 4 on our consensus with the first pick summer scouting DB rankings, Avieon Terrell out of Clemson, and unofficially 5'10", 180. And he would have been higher on my individual rankings had I known, and maybe this is unfair, that Chandler Rivers was not 5'10", but a little bit under 5'10". But either way, Avieon Terrell, in his own right, is a fantastic football player. His brother is A.J. Terrell, who played at Clemson, former first-round pick, who's still a very good defensive back in the league. Avieon plays almost exclusively outside, had 2 interceptions last year, 16 PBUs, 400-meter guy. I won't tell you and Sharon how fast he was because you guys will scoff at him. Great in both man and zone schemes. I thought he played bigger than his unofficial size, so if he's 5'9" or 5'11", I don't know, but he plays much bigger and stronger than that. He drives on those routes in front of him, consistently will be in position for the pass breakups, and that was why he had 16 of them last year. There was a lot to like about the way he played, the physicality with which he played, and my comp for him to get you going early, saw a little Max Hairston in the way he played, and he, again, is not even 21 years old yet.
Yeah, for me, I agree with that. He was good in both man and zone situations. One of my notes I have here, he just knows and understands how to play the position. And you could see that from one thing that was really impressive, particularly for a young corner, him playing from off. And when he's off 7, 8 yards off the ball, you don't see him pedal out of phase. He'll stay
Mm.
square and he'll remain, in position and allow those guys to kind of close the distance some instead of peddling his way out. And I think there's going to be corners that are more flashy, that are more athletic, but I think you're going to find a hard time finding a guy that's more complete and sound. And my comp for him was Chris Harris. That played for the Denver
Oh,
Broncos because I think Avieon Terrell, I think he can play nickel. And that's due to his tenacity. I thought he was a very good in run support, very good tackler, aggressive, and you can see I think he had 3 forced fumbles. And then just his ball skills. You talked about the PBUs. It's him being able to play the ball over his head and play through the hands of the wide receiver at the catch point in those competitive situations. So I really liked him a lot. I think with McCoy being hurt going into the year, I think Avieon Terrell could enter. If you're counting in the injury, he could enter the year as the number 1 corner in this year's draft class.
yeah, Tennessee's Ron McCoy, as I mentioned, towards ACL, and he is a built in the lab cornerback in terms of his physical measurables. One other note I had on Avion is that he played outside corner like he was a strong safety because he came downhill looking to run through somebody and not shy away from contact. I don't know if you remember, I'm sure you do, the first play of Devon Witherspoon's final season in Illinois, where he came downhill and blew up. I don't even remember who they were playing, and that's probably better, so I don't have to call out that young man. Who was it?
I think it was Indiana. It
It
was
could have
that it was
been.
that bubble. There was that bubble screen, and he just read as soon as he saw the motion, he knew what was coming, and he just shot the gap. And though those are hits that you got to meet me at the bus after the game to fight, because my mom's in the stands, and she saw her baby get hit like that.
But when you see that, and Devin Witherspoon was quote unquote undersized. So when we see 5'10", 180 unofficially for Avion, maybe does your mind immediately go to maybe we have to see him more inside because of that size? And I mention that because a guy I liked a lot coming out of Missouri, Ennis Rakestraw, was drafted by the Lions, and he just cannot stay healthy. And that just may be a function of his size, whether he's lined up inside or outside. So do you feel more comfortable with Avion inside, or would you play him outside even though he's 5'10"-ish perhaps?
No, I started him off outside. That's where he's made his
Mm.
hay. That's where he's made his money. And I come from the school of thought, and I understand the body composition and the weight and the injury concern. But if you've never been hurt at that size, then I don't want to
Right.
project you being hurt now. So I don't know what Rakestraw's injury history was at Missouri. I'm sure I have it somewhere in my notes. I just don't remember it. But until a guy shown me that he's been hurt at that size, I have nothing to go off of that says he'll get hurt at this level.
No, and that's a good way to think about it. Don't overthink it, as I like to say.